Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, January 18th, 2024, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back. Thank you very much. So like I said, my name's Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 22 years now, and I do this as my full-time business. So watching this video is very helpful to me, so thank you very much. Your likes, comments, shares, all that stuff is very helpful, so thank you, thank you. I want to say good morning. Over here, Sue was the first one here in sunny but really cold in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yes. Terry, good morning to you. Rosemary, come here. Rosemary, good morning. In Cold Long Island, Burr. Pat, good morning to you, and thanks for sharing. Fix my computer. Janet in Cold, North Carolina. Ramona, good morning. Thank you for sharing as well over on YouTube. Lori liked and shared from Minnesota. Thank you, Lori. Maryland, good morning. Sunny but cold, Georgia. Corinne, thank you for sharing. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Let me see who said this. Mary Ann, color red looks good on me. Thank you, Mary Ann. This is pretty, everybody. She's being very bad today. And she decided she wanted to jump down abruptly. Linda Mansky in Mansfield. Cindy, good morning. Uh-oh. Thanks for sharing, Cindy. Lori says hi to Brittany. Marilyn, good morning. Sunny and cold, Georgia. Becky, good morning. And Evelyn, good morning to you. All right, great to see everybody. As a reminder, over on YouTube later today, I will add timestamps to the video. That way you can go to the description, click more or show more, and that will allow you to skip around straight to the stamping, straight to the specials, straight to whatever portion you want. So that's for replay, obviously, if you're watching replay. And then I'll add a link over here tomorrow to take you straight to my blog, which is stamptherapist.com. Okay, so I'll do all that when I said I would. That's based on how YouTube works. And then if you comment on this video, you will be entered. Works for both platforms, comments, live and on replay. You'll be entered to win the 3 cards I'm going to make today from the Sending Love bundle. And as of now, these are just exclusive to this video. I won't be offering this as a class or anything as of right now. So Sending Love bundle, if you'd like to be entered to win these 3 cards, just make a comment on the video live or on replay, YouTube and Facebook. On YouTube, when you're watching after, you can't comment in the chat. You just comment on the video. It's the same thing as far as your entries go. So anyway, yes, that is helpful to me when you do that as well. Let me catch up here. Sandy, good morning. Marshville, Wisconsin. At least we don't have the winds. That is awesome. Thank you, Pat, as well. Rhonda, good morning to you. Lori in Muskegon, Michigan, first time viewer. Laura, nice to see you, Laura. Landa, good morning to you and everybody else. Trying to see the names that I can't see on this side over on this side. Okay, by the way, this red sweater is something Isabel and I found in a drawer of mine from probably 15 years ago that still had the tag on it. It's from Target. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to jump into my class information. So I do this as a full-time business. So I offer lots of events anyone can take. And I'm going to tell you what I have coming up. So all of my classes are going to include your PDF tutorial. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated in the class description or registration link. Of course, you cut your own designer paper or kit components if they are included with your fee. The tutorial has all of the measurements, again, and step-by-step instructions. Anyone in the U.S. can take my events. They're all offered to go. Some are in person, all to go. And tutorials only available all over the world. So if you want the tutorials for any classes I talk about today, you need to click that class's registration link and choose tutorials only. If you don't see that option, speaking of, I think I forgot to put it on. I'm thinking when I did that registration, I don't think I put that. So I'll fix it. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but that's how you register for tutorials only during the class registration time. Let me, yeah, right here. Okay, hold on. A brand new pen I don't want to use. Add tutorial only. Okay, so any questions, let me know. Just make sure you're on my email newsletter. Sign up for it right up here on Facebook, right down here on YouTube right now. That way you'll get these links to sign up for stuff sent directly to your door. Okay, every single month I do 4 classes without fail. Card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Stack, and sampler. And they all happen in person at the same time, which is in 2 days from now, Saturday, in DeSoto, Texas. And they're all offered to go. They're also all clubs you can join. You can join Card or Scrapbook Club, 6-month commitment, $20 order each month. You get a gift from me at the end of that commitment. And then, of course, you get those projects each month. If you take it to go, you do have to pay shipping on that. Card is 4 cards for $20 free with a $20 order. And I made those cards, I believe, on the last video or 2. I think it was last week. With the Be My Valentine bundle and the Adoring Hearts bundle. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Anyway, you can sign up for that class. Still, I think I have one. I forgot to look. I think I have 1 packet left for this month, or just sign up for next month. If you, for these 2 to join Club, Card, and Scrapbook, just contact me privately. So I think I said that correctly, but I think I only have 1 card class left. Scrapbook class. By the way, the date again is January 20th for the in-person. They'll be mailed on Monday to go for these classes. So register for Card or Scrapbook while supplies last, up through Saturday. I have 1 more Scrapbook class packet left, and I'm actually going to show you those pages at the end of the video. Okay, so we're making Valentine's and winter pages. 3 12x12 pages, $20 free with a $20 order. Okay, any questions, let me know. The next 2 classes that, again, happen Saturday, it technically is too late to register, but I have 1 of each left. 1 sampler, 1 Stamp-A-Stack. They are $35 if you join the club, or $37 just to take the class only. The sampler club is the Be My Valentine bundle. I think it's a super cute sampler, but I don't have it with me. Chris has it. She's cutting that for me this month. Lots of bees all over it. It's just a really cute Valentine sampler. And we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You'll cut your DSP, you'll stamp and assemble unless you come with us in person. Club members can attend in person. Non-club members can attend in person. That part's the same. You just get a $2 savings if you're a club member, and after 6 consecutive months, you get $25 or more. I mean, not more or more. $25 in free merchandise of your choice from me. Here's a couple of sampler examples from past classes. There's one. There's one. So it's 12x12. You can put it in a shadow box, and it makes a great gift. And it also makes a great decoration for your home, and you can change it out seasonally. Okay, next up is Stamp-A-Stack. We're making 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each, for $35 for club members, $37 for non. By the way, sampler and Stamp-A-Stack include over $20 in merchandise. So that's where your value comes in. Over $20 in merchandise. This month, Stamp-A-Stack also includes a free partial pack of designer paper on top of your over 20 in merchandise. Anyway, these are the ones I made last week. I remember now. Last week I made these with the Enduring Beauty bundle. So you can check out last week's video, and I have 1 packet left. Let me catch up here. Pam, good morning. Pam, I sent you an urgent email. Make sure you read that. Angelique, good morning. Let me see. Lots of Facebook users today. Denise, Tira, good morning. Denise, good morning. Terry, good morning to you. I will see you Saturday. Stella, good morning. Margie, good morning to you. Marcia, good morning. Joyce, good morning. Linda, hello from Idaho, watching and saving. Yay, thank you, Linda. Marcia, thank you for sharing from Wisconsin. And Marcia, good morning. Those are two different Marcias. Good to see you, Marcia. I haven't seen you on here in a while. I'm glad to see you back. Okay, so hopefully I made sense about those 4 classes, but if you have any questions, just let me know. If you want the links to register, ask me or sign up for my email newsletter. Okay, next up is the Beautifully Happy Stamp Camp with Alejandra Gomez. You can register now. If you want the free stamp set, space is limited. We only have a certain amount, and when everybody registers for that, that registration portion will close. So this is the sneak peek. It's Beautifully Happy. It is a stamp camp. You will take it home with PDF tutorials. We'll mail you the packets. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible on this particular class. With this class, you're getting 2 free gifts on top of the large goodie bag of products. You're getting the free Beautifully Happy stamp set. If you already own it, you can opt out of it when you register. No problem. Beautifully Happy. It's retired. And a free, I think, half a pack of the Flight and Airy designer paper, plus some ribbon and embellishments with your class fee. You're going to make 8 different cards designed half by Alejandra Gomez, half by me. And let me see if I put my deadline here. No, of course not. I think the deadline is, I'm pretty sure I remember. I think it's January 29th. Pretty sure. And I know it's getting mailed in February because it's getting mailed after I get back from the cruise. So I think it's getting mailed February 9th, but all of the details are in the link. Any questions you have should be answered in the link. Let's get a sneak peek of these gorgeous cards you'll make. Again, we're going to give you the PDF tutorial. We're going to cut all the labels and stuff there. The card was upside down. You know, the circles. You'll cut your designer paper just like usual. And you'll get a PDF tutorial from each of us. Gorgeous cards, in my opinion. Okay, so there you go. So it is technically while supplies last on the free stamp set, and you have until January, what did I say? 29th, I believe. Okay. And several have already signed up, so go ahead and sign up and reserve your packet now on that one. Terry, yes, I'm excited, Terry, to see you and your friends who are coming. Nancy, good morning to you. Carmen, good morning. Good to see you as well. Trying to make sure I don't miss any names, y'all. I swear sometimes you comment during and it doesn't show up, and then I see it later, and I'm like, I was looking because I said hi to Terry and Marcia and whoever. And I know I didn't see Susie's name or whatever. Anyway, okay. In-person retreats, March 28th through 31st, 2024, Temple, Texas. April McCrite and I will be bringing this event to you. Yes, it will be offered to go, and that link should be coming up soon to register for that to go. But you can register for in-person now. The link is out there. Ask me if you need it. So Temple, Texas, it's about an hour from Austin, Texas. You will get an 8-foot table, meals, access to use April and May's stamps, dies, and punches. You will be able to use our supplies to complete your 10 or more make and takes. You'll get gifts. I think I said a bed to sleep in. I don't remember if I said that, but you do get a bed to sleep in. And access to a restroom, of course, and a shower and all that. And then gifts from us throughout the weekend. So, and then if you take the optional add-on classes, again, we have this table set up right there so you can complete them without having to use your own supplies if you choose. Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. We will be using the lavender stuff. Where's my catalog? Forget the name of the, is it perennial lavender? The whole suite. That's what we are, blah, blah, blah. That is what we will use for the make and takes, the 10 or more make and takes, which always includes a sampler and several cards. And then our 2 optional classes will come out later. We'll probably discuss and figure that out on our crafting cruise, which we're going on in a week and a half. So we're in a slight bit of a panic mode right now. Lots of stuff to do, but it'll all get done. Kylie, good morning to you. Sherry, good morning from cold Southeast Indiana. Let me see this. Yes, Nancy. I think I said hi to Nancy. Okay, so there we go. Crafting cruise. So April and I are leaving Saturday. Oh, not this Saturday, a week from Saturday, to go to Galveston to go on this crafting cruise with like close to 40 other ladies who will be crafting with us. And you're invited to come next year. The next one is January 26, 2025, Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. So when you go on this cruise, you're going to get to have fun, craft. I'm going to show some pictures real quick from last cruise. You can obviously get off the ship or not, like we chose to. There were several of us on whatever port this was. I don't remember. You get your matching t-shirt. We get our group photo. You get your own half a table to do your own projects on. And then we have class tables set up to do the self-paced 6 classes, tons of projects. So that you can register for that now through our travel agent and pay it out. You have almost a year to pay it out. So get signed up for that cruise. And then next is the, yes, Sue. Yes, Sue says, hold on, let me see what she says. I'll be one of those people on the cruise and can hardly wait to escape the cold. I know, it's so cool. On this cruise, we cruise out of Galveston, which sometimes is chilly at this time of year, like not freezing because it's south. But then we get to our first port and we literally can wear shorts, dresses, whatever. It's awesome. And then we come home and usually there's been an ice storm while we were gone and it's all cleared up by the time we get back. So it's the perfect time to go on a crafting cruise out of Galveston, Texas. Hey, V, here for just a little bit. Good morning to you. What did Landa say hopefully about? Landa, what are we hopefully doing besides getting everything ready for the cruise? Landa's working on that and Saturday's classes at the same time. Okay. Now, if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, first of all, let me say, if you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we have a really good special. And any Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that just means you get the discount, can go to the convention. This is a 3-day convention. This year, it happens to be in Houston, Texas, or you can go to the other 2 markets we have, South Pacific and UK or whatever they call it. There's a 3-day convention in each market. The one in this market, North America, is in Houston, Texas, my neck of the woods. So if you join my team by January 31st and you register for a convention by January 31st, you can go. They reveal new product. We get to see stamping demonstrations. We get to hear announcements. We get to hang out with hundreds of other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. You get to see all your rock stars that you're, whoever you follow. I mean, if they go, but most of them go. It's a ton of fun. And hobbyists who just do this for the discount up to business people like me, we all enjoy it. My team, as many as can go. I was like, do I have earrings on? We all go. I mean, we don't all go. There's almost 200 people in the team. But whoever can afford it and knows about it knows, and they go. So give me a shout out if you love Stampin' Up! Conventions, by the way. The 3-day ones are the best, the in-person 3-day. I think this is the first real one since COVID started. So my point is, if you are going to that, you can join Alejandra Gomez and I for the pregame, the onstage pregame. We will be hosting a class where you will get to do 8 projects, receive gifts from us, participate in an optional organized card swap, have a chance to win door prizes, see project displays, and more. You can take this to go. It's for demonstrators only, but if you're a demonstrator and you can't attend Houston or the time, because it's March 14th at 9 a.m., I believe. So if you can't make the time or whatever the deal is, you can take it to go. If you're going to be in Houston and you can't attend, but you want it to go, you can pick it up from me and Allie, or we can mail it to you and you'll add, actually, there's no shipping cost. So you either way, pick it up or mail it. It will include breakfast, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. And trust me when I say we have a lot of door prizes, we have a lot of door prizes. Okay, so I did go to the convention in Salt Lake 2005, and it was amazing. Yes, I've been to every convention since I joined Stampin' Up, except the first one I could go to, because I was like, that sounds dumb. Why would I go? Why would I pay money? Yeah, I didn't know anything. Then I went to the next one I could go to, which was in Las Vegas at that time. And of course, I've obviously been hooked since then. And I know Landa's story is she went to her first one only so she could walk across the stage for her anniversary. And she was like, this is a one and done. I'll never go to a convention again. Famous last words. She hasn't missed one since because it's so much fun. Love, love, love Stampin' Up conventions. I think that's Pat. Let me check. Yes, Pat. Yeah, they're just, y'all, they're so much fun. Okay, moving on. Oh, the Houston one, though, register by February 26th. The link is out there. If you need the link, let me know. Okay, last but not least on events is coming soon. I think this is last. Yeah, coming soon. 2 events I need to set up registration links for. The Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. Now, if you live in Canada and you want to take the Genevieve Co. and Jennifer Cotton Stamp Camp with the hot air balloon stuff, I can't think of the name, you can register now in Canada. She has to order a little sooner than me because it ships to Canada from, Utah. So you can register now. And then my link is coming soon, and y'all will have plenty of time here in the U.S. to register. It's the hot air balloon stuff, and then we are offering 2 optional add-on classes, which actually usually you can just take only the class, only the camp, whatever you want. Can't find hot air balloons. And her class is with the cows, the cutest cows. I was trying to think of the name. And mine is with the ice cream cones. Also, I can't think of the name. So those are optional add-on classes. So you'll be able to register for any of those. If you need Genevieve's link, please let me know. She's in Canada, so legally she can sell that to you in Canada. This is a suite we're using for the Stamp Camp projects. I believe it's 10 projects, a goodie bag, etc. It's a camp. You do it at home with your stamps and ink and PDF tutorials. And then that's my optional add-on class. I think we do 6 cards. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 6. All the info is coming. That's why it's coming soon. And last but not least on that coming soon, Sharon in Ohio. I missed you. I missed you, Sharon. Marcia, I did, but I might have enough. I don't know. Message me privately if you want me to see if you'll fit in, Marcia. It's ordered and it's coming. Maybe it's here. I can't remember. A lot's going on. I'm actually me and Landa are going to cut the share on Sunday, bag it up, and I think it has to be, I forget when it has to be mailed, but soon. Yay, bingo. Okay, so bingo. Yeah, let me real quick. Zoom bingo February 29th. Details will come out later about that. I haven't decided what stamps I'm using yet. Okay, that's enough about events. Any questions, let me know. Next up is specials. So, of course, we have a great special right now, Celebration. Every time you spend $50 or $100, you get a free gift from this book. No limit. Spend $100, pick 2, and so on. I actually have all the I call them prizes, all the gifts right here in a basket. There's so much to pick from. I think it's the most we've ever had. There's gems, ribbon. These are while supplies last too, especially the gems, ribbon, and designer papers. Jungle Pals stamp set free. Those are all free with 50. The Jungle Pals dies are free with 100. So cute. Cradled in Love, if you need a baby stamp set, super cute. Free with 50. Free with 100. The Detailed Dogwood Red Rubber stamp set. Free with 50. Heartfelt Hellos, great, just all occasion greetings. You have Mother's Day and Father's Day. Hello, Easter, enjoy your day, and love you more. The Watercolor Melon stamp set, super cute. I need to work with that one. I've seen so many cute samples. The Softly Sophisticated Bundle, which includes an embossing folder and a stamp set. I actually use this stamp set on my team incentive that I have Sunday. And so I'll share those samples later after they get to make the samples themselves. And then all of these designer papers free with a $50 order. So the Flight and Airy, that's the one you get free, a half pack with my stamp stack. Sunny Days designer papers, adorable. We're using that on the cruise. It's so softly stippled, just a really elegant, rosy kind of paper. Trusty Toolbox, I've shown that multiple times. And last but not least, I'm using this one today, Most Adored Specialty. So that one, I would recommend you get it first. It's while supplies last. If they run out, it might be difficult to get more in. Let's just put it that way. If they run out, I have no clue how many they have. Okay, so that's Celebration. No limit. It ends February 29th. No limit. Free with 50 and 100. 100. So many lights. While supplies last. Okay. Then you also can take advantage of the host special with a $300 party or single order. You get an additional $30 in merchandise free. So I believe it is, I forgot, but it's a good chunk of free product and it's absolutely free. Here in Texas, they make us pay tax on free stuff. Not all states do that. That's all you pay. You don't even pay shipping. I'll grab my calculator. I can't remember. So 300, you normally, with a $300 order or party, get $36 free. So it's going to be $66 in free merchandise of your choice. You can either put in your own order, combine with friends, or do an actual party with me. Most DSP that I remember, yes, exactly, out of a Celebration catalog. That's from Pat. I think so too. And I think it's the most number of products total to choose from. You know, just this is Jennifer memory. So yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm going to take my sweater off. Yes, Terry, good morning from sunny but cold Texas. Obviously, if y'all saw on the news here in Texas, we had like snow, or here in my area, we had snow Sunday night. So Monday and Tuesday, there was like snow on the ground, but really shockingly for us, it didn't mess up our roads too bad. But we are still catching up. Like UPS did not bring my one-day order. You know, it was supposed to be here yesterday. It's coming today due to weather, even though the roads were perfectly fine yesterday. It's fine. I understand. And then, so we're going to warm up today to, I think, high 40s and then back into the 30s for the weekend when I have my class. So there we go. Okay. Anyway, talking about the weather. Hey, Xana. Celebration, last but not least, of course, is the starter kit special. You can always join for a great deal during Celebration, which ends February 28th. Again, all these specials end. So during Celebration, you can get the Glass Mat Studio. Let me put my camera down for a moment. Glass Mat Studio. Free with the starter kit purchase. It's really large. Most people that I personally know who have already had a glass mat before have said differences they like in this one is it's the perfect size, not too big, not too small. what's the other? Oh, not too heavy is the other. Those are the two main things. They're like, this one's perfect because it's not too big, not too small, and not too heavy. And then it's tempered glass, so if you do break it, at least it won't put like chunks of shards all over your house. It'll just like stick together. The printing is under the glass, so sorry, what's the thing? It won't rub off. Heat resistant, so you can do your heat embossing on it. I'm actually going to heat emboss today. I didn't even think about that, so I'll show that. Of course, if you get ink on it, you can just wipe that off with anything, but it comes with a chamois. You just get that wet in the sink, and the chamois is thin. It's thin, which is nice. It's like a rag, but it dries out really fast. So if you, just a little tip from my friend Dorothy, if you put a damp paper towel inside, kind of roll it up, it helps it stay damp longer. It helps your chamois stay wet longer while you're working. It does not come with this little bowl. I just have that for mine. But it does come with this also silicone mat that just sort of sticks down. See how well, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pressing really hard and it's not moving because it just sticks because it's silicone. That you can do your ink mixing, sort of wiping off your paint brushes and blending brushes and all that on this gridded fat textured area. You can mix inks. You can hold your little Stampin' Spots in here, rinse it in the sink, etc. So I usually keep that, for me, off to the side. Some people keep it on their mat while they're working. You can write on it. This is a Sharpie, so I'll just take that off with, actually, I'll just demo it for you. Why not? Hand sanitizer. Okay, I missed. So anyway, this is free for $99. You get 125 in any current merchandise you want. And then this is free. But if you're like, I don't want that, I don't need that, I don't care about that, whatever, then you don't have to choose this. You can instead select to get an additional $30 in merchandise. So $99 plus tax, free shipping. And pick $155 instead. So $99 plus tax. Some states don't even have tax, free shipping. We do have tax in Texas though, so it's about 107 108 where I live. There we go. All right. Hope that helped. That ends February 29th. February 29th, 2024. Okay, back up here. Last but not least, other specials. I'm having, because of Celebration, I do this pretty much almost every year. Celebration. It is a way to reward you for your extra business you give me during Celebration. Thank you very much. So you have three ways to earn a free event from me that will happen on Zoom in March. I'll mail you the packet, even if you can't attend the Zoom, etc. So the first way is between January 4th and February 29th. If you place orders totaling $150 or more, you get to earn this event free. Or if you attend 5 or more of the selected classes that I've chosen during that time period, you get to attend my event for free. Or if you host $150 or more party with me, where we get to tell your friends how to stamp and let them make a free project and all that, you get to earn this event from me. So go to my blog, stamptherapist.com, and you can read all the details. You can download your tracker, which is this paper here, so that you can check off, X off, mark off, whatever you need to do, the things you did to earn the event. And then you need to click my link, which is on the blog, in the emails, etc., and report to me that you did it. Okay, any questions, let me know. Hey, Julie, good morning. Jennifer in Dixon, Tennessee, good morning to you. Juanita in California, good morning. Julie, thanks for sharing. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Excited? Yes, Terry. I'm glad you're attending our event in Houston. We are excited as well. By the way, a lot of people have been asking me what stamps are we using for that event in Houston. We don't know yet. We're waiting to see online exclusives and then make some final decisions. By the way, that's only like 2 weeks away. Stampin' Up! Demonstrators get to see and order all of the new online exclusives February 1st, I believe. I think it's February 1st. 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. Okay. I do have my ordering special. I need to grab these cards because I forgot. Okay, sorry. Grab something else. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about my ordering special, and then we will talk about these stamps we're going to use for the projects today. So, actually, that's a lie. I'm going to show you these. Then I'm going to show you some swaps and stuff I've received recently. Then I'm going to talk about the stamps we're going to use for today's projects. Okay, so when you place your online order with me, the paper towel from what I just did there. In this month of January 2024, if your order is $25 or more, $25 or more, with the monthly host code, you will receive a free class packet to make these 4 cards from me. It'll be mailed in February, and then a week or 2 after that, I'll also email out you a typed up PDF tutorial. And of course, I made 3 of these on a video. Jennifer, first time here. Hello, welcome. Thank you. So that's the order special. Let me put the graphic up let me see if I forgot anything. Online order $25 or more during January with this host code, which is in the emails. Make sure you're signed up on the blog, stamptherapist.com, and right here on the screen. You'll get the packet to make those 4 cards with the Trusty Tools bundle. If your order is $50 or more with that host code, you'll also get a free full pack of I didn't change my words there. It is the adhesive back cork rounds. Don't read adhesive metallic. Rest of metallic is wrong. Adhesive back cork rounds, which I forgot to pull those. So let me see if I have any. Yep, there they are. And if your order is $150 or more, don't worry about the host code. Leave it off. That way, Stampin' Up! Will give you at least $15 in free merchandise of your choice. You'll still get the packet from me. You'll still get the cork rounds from me. On this class, by the way, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You stamp and assemble at home. There's the cork rounds. I thought they would go good with this suite of products. Okay, so that is the class or the ordering special. And then today's card, I had my new catalog kickoff event Saturday. And thank you to everyone who attended and took it to go. It was very successful, of course. We had amazing stamping demonstrations and displays. And these were the swaps. So doing the card swap is optional. So 4 people chose to participate. And this first card here was our winner. Lisa was one of our stamping demonstration ladies. She did an awesome demonstration with the lavender stuff. So she bought this sachet from Amazon of lavender and made a little pocket here to put that in. She said it's a little tight. Next time she would stack 2 of these, right there, 2 adhesive strips. But anyway, it looks gorgeous and it smells so nice in here. I'm just leaving it out because it's so tight. This one is, I'm trying to remember who made these. Who was our other swappers? I don't know, but it's a super cute card. The rocking chair, the pillow, the rug. I love it. Another awesome swap. I think Eda Beth made that one. I don't remember who our 4th swapper was. And I think Lisa made this one, which is a gorgeous card. The other Lisa was another one of our stamping demonstration people, and that's what she demoed in her stamping demo. So there we go. I also received a card in the mail from Lori. Thank you so much. Look at that gorgeous. It's like cutouts and layers. It's so gorgeous. Thank you, Lori. And then these are just some of the projects from the kickoff. So there should be 2 here, yes, from the celebration bundle. It's not a bundle, but you can get the dies free with 100 and the stamp set free with 50. And then the words are from another celebration set that's free with a $50 order. Yes, it was a great card idea. Jennifer, I will show you. I'll show you. Okay, so that's Jungle Pals. Then we made 2 with the perennial lavender. There's a little tiny bit of stamping on the back of that one. And 2 with the trusty tools. And then we also made 2 with the bundle we're using today, the Sending Love bundle. So I'll show you those at the end as additional samples. Does this Sharpie come off? First of all, I like that you can write on it. So you might write a measurement, like score here. You're doing something repetitive or whatever you want to write down, item codes, whatever, with a Sharpie. You can use a dry erase, but then if you touch it, it's going to come off. And then this is hand sanitizer. Comes right off, Jennifer. And now your thing is sanitized. You can also use Stays On Remover. I forgot to mention that as well. Stays On Remover takes this off also. And I'm just like missing spots because I'm doing this on a video. So you could mark, corners if you wanted to put a paper in the same spot each time, whatever the deal is. Comes right off. Again, you could use dry erase. The only thing is, to me, if you touch that, it erases. Yes, Jennifer, no problem. My card was a paper pumpkin kit. Oh, nice. Lori, I didn't even remember that paper pumpkin kit, but it looks awesome either way. So this is free with starter kit. And of course, you'll be part of my team. If you get the starter kit, which is, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to sell or buy, but you can get your 20% minimum discount. You can get all my tutorials free, all the perks. Free shipping and $125 in merchandise. And it can't be over $125. A lot of people are like, I'll just pay the difference. No, you cannot, ma'am. Later, you can just order it with your discount and get celebration and all that, but not on the starter kit. Okay, Sending Love bundle. So I've shown this on my catalog walkthrough video, but this is a red rubber stamp set, 12 stamps. You have an outline image of a mailbox on like a wooden post. So lots of opportunity for coloring here. There's like the dashes that are at an angle, really thick, like a postal type image. That's a really long stamp there. It's like 5 inches long. I believe these are actual size. No, these images on the front here are a tiny bit smaller. So that dotted line is about 5 inches. Well, it's about the same. Whatever. I can't tell. The mailbox, let's use here, 4 inches tall. There's these wavy lines where the post office cancels your postage stamp on your letters. So there's a wavy lines stamp. There is an image of a letter closed, just an envelope with the V's side showing, and there's a die for it, and it is to scale to the stamped mailbox. So I was going to say it can fit in there. There's not really a hole, but you'll see how I used it on my cards. And then we have a little bird, which I forgot to use actually, but I was going to put it on top of my mailbox and I forgot. A little bird that I believe you can also die cut out, yes. And it's like flying. It's all outline. You can color the little bird in. There is a 4-heart image that are all outlines. They're really small and they're kind of like floating. So obviously you can use that. However, welcome friend. There's an I miss you. And then in circle around that twice is a little note to say, I miss you in the center. The word mail in all caps, sort of like a printed typewriter print. A little love from me to you. And then a smaller circle image with 2 outline hearts in the center, and it says sent with love 3 times surrounding that in a circle. So the dies, you get 15 dies. You get dies to cut out pretty much all of the stamped images. Yes. So the hearts, oh, I'm sorry, there's one solid small heart, like a 1/2-inch solid heart. So you get 2 dies to cut out that heart. You get 2 sets of dies to cut out the 4 hearts, which I've been using without the stamp. So just cutting out hearts. Actually, oh no, mine aren't here. Anyway, a circle to cut out the smaller circle. There is not one for the larger circle, but let me see what size it is. Almost 1 3/4. So I believe we have a punch that size. Yep, we have a 1 3/4 inch circle punch. So there's a circle die for the smaller circle. Did I get all the stamped in? One for the envelope. It's a rectangle, but you know, it's a perfect fit. And then there's all the standalone dies. So you can make a whole mailbox, which I'm going to do today. There is like a bow, which this would be great during Christmas. It's like if you wrapped a present, there's lines going left and right, 2 inches, top to bottom, 1 inch, and then a bow right in the middle of that. I haven't used this die yet. Honestly, I keep forgetting to use it, but super cute. And that bow will fit on this other envelope die, which is a larger envelope that you die cut out and then you fold. You can put stuff inside it, etc. I'm going to show it today. And then there's the stand, like a wooden, different than the stamped image, wooden stand, literally with tree, like knots of wood that will be cut into it when you cut this out. A stand for the mailbox, a standalone mailbox die, and the flag, and then 2 different types of greenery to put at the bottom of the mailbox. So grass, which that's going to be great for all kinds of stamps we have besides this set, and bushes. Okay, I think I said them all. I'm going to use a lot of them today, so you'll see them. All right. Trace, do you have? Yes, Jennifer. My helper, Landa, and I like to trace around them because, especially me, once I remove like 2 dies, I have no clue where they went and I can never make it fit back. So we just trace around it. She uses a like fine point Sharpie. I use a pen. Not that it matters, but these are her dies because mine are packed up for a class. These are Landa's. Anyway, and it helps us never not be able to fit them back. Now, I'm not as good about tracing mine as hers. Sometimes I'm too busy and I just grab it out and start stamping. and you know, die cutting and it's too late. But Landa always traces hers. So yes. All right. Let us go get started. Just real quick. I know I said this already, but the designer paper I will be using today is the Most Adored. So you can see it's gold foil on one side and prints on the other. It's definitely can be a Valentine paper. There's lots of hearts. And so hearts, roses and flowers. Oh, there's more hearts. Okay, hearts. Roses and flowers. And then it's just red, like plaids, flirty flamingo, real red, and white and gold are the colors. and just gold patterns. So it doesn't have to only be Valentine's Day, but it is great for it. It's free with a $50 purchase, no limit while supplies last. That's the paper I'm using today on these cards. So card number 1, get my supplies here for card number 1. All right. Linda, I'm glad you're glad I'm working with this bundle. And yes, I love this designer paper as well. Christine, good morning. No problem being late. And thank you for sharing. Love the sloth card. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you very much. Okay. So this card has a basic white card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5. I just take my 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. So you will get 2 cards that are 1 piece of paper. They will both fit into the invitation size envelope, which Stampin' Up calls medium, and that is our medium envelopes. And then we also sell the medium clear envelopes, which are my favorite. These come in white and vanilla. This clear one is my favorite. You can show off. You can, everyone at the event gets to see your card, not just the gift receiver. Okay, so in there I have a piece. Am I missing? I am missing something. Okay, the first layer is real red. I have to cut one real quick. Real red. I'm going to have the measurements. Hold on. The measurements for these cards will be on my blog at 11 a.m. Central today. Stamptherapist.com. I forgot to put it on the screen. Hold it. Stamptherapist.com. So this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, but measurements will be on the blog. So that's real red. This is a portrait shape card. Real red first. Then a piece of the Most Adored designer paper. This is the one that has its white background and gold plaid on top. And if you look at the plaid close up, it's like not super solid. It's like tiny, tiny little diagonal lines which form the plaid, which makes it just have even more interest and texture. Okay. Then the next layer is more designer paper. This is actually the back side of the plaid. It's flirty flamingo, sort of light and dark flirty flamingo distressed with small, they're small, but they're not tiny, about 1-inch hearts in white all over it, evenly spaced like a pattern that are made out of like greenery, the hearts. That is die cut with the amazing, y'all got to get these perennial postage dies. Lisa Stevens, who did this demonstration Lisa Hansen. I think they both use these dies. Anyway, I forgot now, but one of the Lisas commented at the demonstration that these are a must-have dies, whether you care about the lavender stuff or not. They're in the lavender suite, but look at them. And they match postage stuff really well because they're mini rectangles and a couple of squares that have that sort of postage ticket edges all around. So this is the second to the largest rectangle that I used for this designer paper. You got to get these dies. Got to get them. Okay. Close that up. Okay, then I have a few scraps here. 2 of the designer papers, real red and flirty flamingo. I have a scrap of white, and I have a pre-die cut garden green bush. So these little bushes, they are 2.5 inches long. On the left, it's 3/4 inches tall, and it's like, scallopy. But then it gets lower as it goes to the right, and then it cuts these little details into it that make it look like a bush. I love it. It's such a good die. again, like I said, even for other stuff. The 2 scraps of designer paper, one is red, solid red with tiny white hearts all over, and the other is, I think I missed another piece of paper on this card. I was a hot mess, obviously, cutting this. Sorry, the other designer paper is a mainly flirty flamingo plaid with some red lines in it as well. Okay, let me grab a 1/2 inch strip of basic white for my greeting. I'm gonna have to cut, well, actually, let's see if this is wide enough. No, it's too wide. Hold on. 1/2 inch strip of white for my greeting. Okay, so I'm going to stamp on these 2 pieces of designer paper, 2 scraps, and Flirty Flamingo and Real Red, the envelopes in Memento Black ink. Where is everybody? Okay, good. You can ask, I don't know what I was going to say. You can press harder on Memento Black ink pads. So you can be a little more aggressive. Okay, when I stamp this envelope on here, this stamp is not photopolymer. You cannot see through it. But you can kind of see what hearts, these small white hearts, are under. And try to, if you want, you can try to position it so that there's some full hearts in there. Hopefully that makes sense. You can't see through it, but you can get a pretty good estimate. And then red scrap, Flirty Flamingo scrap, and then the plaid. The main thing I'm trying to do on the plaid is just stamp it straight. So make sure your stamp is mounted straight. If you put this paper straight with your grid lines and then the stamp straight with your grid lines, you should do pretty good on that. And then we're going to die cut all of those out. And then I'm using the mailbox image, the outline stamp one. Again, I'm pressing hard. I'm just touching it several times, touching the stamp several times to different parts of the ink pad. Next, I will die cut this out and then color it. I did pre-color for this video. However, I'll do a little bit just to make sure everybody knows how to color. And then let me do the greeting real quick before I move on. And it will be in Real Red. Real Red. Oh, I thought I had an alarm going off on my phone, but I didn't. Okay, Real Red. It says, "A little love from me to you." This is a long, straight greeting. Love and you, the words are larger than all the other words, but they're all caps. I'm trying to stamp it a little straighter. They're all caps, like typewriter print, but love and you are a little larger. But I'm using a 1/2 inch strip of basic white, so it's not super tall. And the greeting is about 3.5 inches long. So I'll die cut this out just in case anyone has not seen die cutting. You need a refresher. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Awesome. Great thing to get with your discount as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, or get the starter kit that comes with $155 in merchandise, and you would be able to get this in that starter kit. You wouldn't get the glass mat though. But you'd only pay $99 plus tax instead of, I think it's $130. I have to remember. I'm going to hold this up to the camera real quick and show. There's a little triangle down here. Hole in the bottom of this die that is for you to just align. There's like a triangle image right there. I mean, it looks like a triangle when you look through the hole. That will help you align this die with the stamped image better. So I have a really cut up cutting plate on bottom, and then the top one I never cut on unless there's an accident. And keeping one plate for the bottom separate from one for the top keeps my plates flat as heck. Flat, flat, flat. Now you do more so than the top need to flip the bottom one so both sides are cut on. If you start to see any amount of this getting unflat, you know, curving up, flip it over. So you can see I've cut on both sides. Anyway, and of course that's what it looks like after you cut it out. There we go. Sarah, hey, no problem, Sarah. You are here while I'm live, though. Usually, I think you have to watch replay usually, so that's cool. Thank you, Sarah. And of course, the machine comes with everything you need to do all of the embossing that we sell as well. You do not have to purchase any additional accessories to use that machine. It comes with everything. Okay, so for coloring, this is Memento Black ink. It is a water-based ink. So we will color with alcohol-based markers. If you want to watercolor this, you need to stamp with StazOn, which is a waterproof ink. So there you go. Literally, hot, cold in here. Okay, so I did pre-color this, so I'm just going to do a demonstration of one section. You can get way fancier than me with these markers. They are like art. You can be super artistic, in other words. So I'm going to use Real Red for the mailbox, pecan pie for the wood part, and smoky slate for the flag. Yes. Okay, so Real Red dark. I'm going to start with dark and put the dark where I would want shadows, or it just darker for some reason. If you don't know where those shadows should be, a lot of times the Stampin' Up! Art shows you with little lines, or I like to look at Pinterest and see where other people put their shadows. So that's the dark, and then go over the whole thing, including the dark section with the light. This is how I do it. This is like, to me, the easy way for non-artistic people, but many people do it opposite. They start with light, then they add their shadows, then they go back in with the light and blend it out and on from there. The thing about it is, what was I going to say? I had a thought. I lost it. But you can go either way, and you can keep layering and layering and layering the colors, light and dark. You can even layer, you know, for example, Flirty Flamingo, and then go in with some Real Red, or vice versa. You can mix any of the colors. They don't bleed on top of each other. If I went in with a Daffodil Delight, a yellow on top of this, that daffodil pen would not even pick up any red. There's something about the alcohol resist it. I am going over the dark section to blend it together. And so it just gives you shadow, but not a harsh line. It does bleed through. And hopefully that all made sense. The Linda, thank you. Here's my colored one. Don't worry about this brown grass. We're just going to fully cover it up anyway. But so I have the pecan pie. I can't think of the word. Post, I guess. Pecan pie post. All the wood parts are pecan. Real Red mailbox, and just I only used smoky slate light for the flag. I did not blend that. I thought I should pull out a damaged marker to show you guys what I mean when I'm always saying not to press hard on the brush tip ends of the blends. So I got this one out to be my example one. First of all, this is what it starts to look like as soon as somebody presses wrong on it. So I always show you to color with the blends on their side with the brush tip in like this. When you touch it to the paper and the tip bends, that's it. You've ruined it. And then when you color like that, it just gets worse and worse. I have many that are much more frayed than this. Now, there could be ink in there still because this one has dried out over time because I don't ever use it because it's ruined. But so they'll be getting ink and it'll color. It's ruining that tip and makes it useless. So just remember, if y'all want your blends to last, and of course I taped these up. If you want your blends to last, you can use the brush tip end. It works. It's beautiful. But don't use it like that. Lay it on its side. Get the same amount of coloring as if you were pressing it down the way I was, but your tip stays. And mine, see if that's gonna, see if you'll focus. There we go. Mine that I personally use stay this way because I color with them this way. So hope that helps. I'll save this guy just for my demonstrations there. So hopefully that makes sense. Hey, Donna. Okay, so we did that. Here are my die cut out mailboxes. Super cute, I think. All right. Now I think we have all the pieces to put this card together. I'm also going to use some gems and ribbon on it, but I'll grab those when I need them. Okay, so let me attach the, use my Stampin' Seal, which looks like it's about to be empty. When you start seeing this red really strong, you're almost to the end. I'm going to attach the gold designer paper to the real red cardstock. Again, measurements, stamptherapist.com, 11 a.m. Central. And then this red piece goes on my card base, which is basic white portrait design card. Then I think I'm going to build this rectangle, designer paper rectangle, put everything on there, and then put that on my card. So the next layer I want to place is the mailbox. I'm going to put the bushes down at the bottom. So I'm just going to trim off this piece of the mailbox of the grass at the bottom that is sticking out to the left. So it's not going to show, I mean, it would look dumb if it did poke out the way because I colored it brown. Okay. So just gonna sort of use my little bushes there as a measurement just to make sure I get the mailbox far enough to the left, etc. And I'm putting the mailbox on the rectangle flat and, you know, straight. And then I will add these garden green pre-die cut bushes. See how it just covers up all the grass part. In this case, like you can do it different each time, whatever. Okay, then on my greeting 1/2-inch strip, I'm going to cut the two ends at an angle. Same angle. And if you could go left to right, right to left, it doesn't matter. It'll look fine. And what I will do now is place Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of every single envelope. I did want to bring these up, show y'all how cute they look die cut out. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of each of those and about 3 dimensionals on the back of the greeting. These are my mini Stampin' Dimensionals, so that's just what I like to use, but they do fit perfectly on these images we're using. And my 3 dimensionals on the greeting are more toward the middle and not on the outside edges because this is going to hang off the edges of this designer paper. Okay, so first I will place the Flirty Flamingo designer paper envelope sort of coming out of the mailbox here at an angle. Then the next piece will be the actual cardstock Flirty Flamingo envelope at the opposite angle, sort of touching the corner there. Then the greeting across the center, and I'll tuck it a little bit under that envelope, just literally across the center. Center it as best you can. By the way, if y'all want to have a chance to win these 3 cards I'm making, just make sure you comment on the video, even if you're watching replay, even if you came late or you were here first, it doesn't matter. Just make a comment and you'll be entered, even on the YouTube comments. Then the red heart envelope, and last but not least, the real red envelope. They're just keep going back in opposite directions. So they're like falling out of the mailbox. A little love from me to you. And then this piece is going to go flat onto the card front, but I'm going to put it at an angle. Top right corner is up, left corner is more down. And I think it's super cute. But to finish it off, I forgot to put that back from the die cutting. To finish it off, I'm going to add ribbon and embellishments. So we will use the festive pearls are great for this designer paper. We have gold and we have red. They're great. Festive pearls, annual catalog. We're going to use the real red and burlap ribbon combo. Red is a color that we have a lot of ribbons in. A lot of colors. I'm like, we need more ribbon in this color, but red we have a lot. So this is the burlap is wider and has a white stitching on the edge, but the real red is like a satin. It's about a 1/4 inch wide. It has a shiny sort of stitching on both sides, and then it's almost like satin, but like grosgrain. I don't know, it's kind of fancy. So I'm just going to make a bunny ear bow here out of this ribbon, 2 bunny ears, 1 in each hand, lots of space in between, 2 tails. The space is probably most important next to keeping the ribbon flat and not twisting and turning it like this as you get ready to tie the bow. Keep the ribbon straight and flat. Right hand, right bunny ear comes over here toward my body, across and over the left one. Then push that one down into the rabbit hole. And then, of course, pull. And again, I try to keep that ribbon as flat as possible the whole time. And you just make your bow whatever size you need. Keep pulling on the tails. If you want a smaller bow, this will be kind of a medium bow. See how we're doing. Kylie, thank you. Terry, thank you. Donna, thank you. Terry, thank you. Those 2 different Terrys. And a name I can't see. Christine, thank you. This card, by the way, I want to say was inspired from an artist, a Stampin' Up artisan card. And you're going to see on my scrapbook page, which I'm going to show you at the end, her actual inspiration. I hope that makes sense. I basically copied hers from my scrapbook page. This one is modified a lot more, but it is a Stampin' Up artisan card. Okay, last but not least, let me add some gold festive pearls. Take your pick tool. Where is it? What do I need? I'm going to add 2 at the bottom of the designer paper rectangle, bottom right, and 2 at the top left of it. All the festive pearls are the same size. They're like a small, shiny pearl. They also come with silver, and I think they call it green because it's a retired color. I think it's mint macaron, but I think they call it green now. Okay, I didn't glue the bow down. I was like, that bow looks weird. And I have my little take your pick tool holder here. If anybody needs one, I can get you the link to register for that. You do have to purchase the take your pick tool and the accessories here. It's all in the link. If you need that, let me know. Okay, I'm going to fold my glue dot paper down so that it's flat against this cardboard press and pull, and I'm placing that bow at the left corner of my greeting. That's the card. Here's the original. Okay. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Pat. Good morning, Valley Chick. Where did the name Stamp Therapist come from? Are you a therapist? I'll answer that, Janet. Linda, thank you. I'm making sure I didn't miss any other comments. Kylie, thank you. Donna. Hey, Pat. Woohoo, you made it. Okay, Stamp Therapist. So when you get a team with Stampin' Up, which anyway, when you get a team with Stampin' Up, which means someone joins with you. By the way, got a special going on right now. One person is a team, you know. So anyway, when you get a team, you can pick a name with Stampin' Up, your group name. And so this for me was 21 years ago. I got to pick a group name because I got a team member. Somebody joined. And I couldn't think of anything, and I don't remember. I probably asked Scott for his opinion and, whatever. And then it just like came to me one day. Y'all know how that is. You're like, I don't remember how this happened, but you're waking up, you're in the shower, you're going to sleep, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, that's what it should be. And I just thought, because we always say stamping is therapy, which it is. I'm not a therapist, by the way. The answer to that is no. I don't even have a college degree, by the way. But stamping is therapeutic and arts and crafts, all that stuff can be therapeutic. That's where the name came from. And I was like, oh, yes, the Stamp Therapist. So, yes, nothing professional here. Nobody think I'm trying to portray that I'm a therapist. Just related to Stampin' Up. Yes, Pat, light bulb moment. Exactly. Hey, Tommy, thank you very much. Thanks, Mary Ann. So this is one of the cards y'all can win from your comments today. Even if you're watching this on replay, don't forget. Yeah, so that's where the name. Who asked me that? I forgot. Was it? I forgot. Oh, it says Facebook user. Hold on. Gosh. Janet. That's where it came from. Nancy, thank you. Let me pull out the supplies for the next one so we're not looking at a blank screen here. This is gold. This card is gold on gold on gold. Red and gold. With all of your experience and sharing, you are our therapist. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Janet. Thank you very much. Yes, just a name I thought of, basically. Thanks, Sarah. Okay, this next card is actually kind of simple, but we are going to heat emboss. So it's a real red card base, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to make this one be a Z fold card. So we're going to fold the front, back. I have a hair on me. I hate it when you can feel a hair, but you can't see it. Fold this front back all the way to the left. I'm just using the bone folder. You could score it if you prefer. Real simple. And yeah, all the way to the left, bone folder. Smooth out the top edge because that's my cut edge apparently. So that's how the card will open. Easiest fun fold card you guys will ever make. If you're new to stamping, make a Z fold card. You'll impress everybody. Okay, then my next pieces, of course, almost always when I do a Z fold card, I put a strip of designer paper on that front left flap. And for this one, it is the white background, gold marble, most adored designer paper. Then I almost always have a piece of white that goes in the inside, which I will be stamping on. And then there's some kind of focal point. So for this one, I have a piece of gold foil, a big old chunk of gold foil that's been die cut from the Scalloped Contours dies, the second from the largest scalloped rectangle. And then to go inside that is the prettiest piece from, to my opinion, this designer paper, which is the one that's white that has the gold tiny hearts floating up. They're like clustered at the bottom real thick, like rainfall or snow. And then they get less and less as it goes toward the middle. And then you get two halves of that exact same design on one sheet. So I've cut down a smaller rectangle. I put the measurements on the blog post to fit inside that gold rectangle. What is this red for? Oh, this is a red scrap. I'm like, what is this for? This red scrap is for me to stamp on. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, so I'm going to heat emboss on that. Let me stamp the inside of this white one real quick. I saw a smudge there. So this, on this white inside piece, I'm just going to, actually I'm going to stamp two things, a greeting and one thing. And I'll just tell y'all the other idea I had, but I didn't like how it looked. So real red ink, I'm going to stamp the swirly lines that where they cancel your stamp when you mail a letter. Over here on the top right, and I'm hanging it off the edge a tiny bit just so it continues on. There's a little red here on my glass mat. You want to wipe that up immediately or it's going to smear onto your hands or your other projects. This is a water-based ink. And then for my greeting, instead of choosing one from the set, because it's like welcome friend, I miss you, sent with love, a little love from me to you, and mail, which is cute. But I wanted it to say something else. So, whoops, sheesh. It's going to say, I love that we are friends. And I'll grab that stamp set to tell you what that's from. Right here, Country Bouquet from the annual catalog. It is a Valentine set. It has hearts and stuff, so it could be combined really well with this. It has Happy Valentine's Day for you. I love you with love. Just wanted to say, and I love that we are friends. Anyway, that's where that came from. That's a photopolymer stamp set. Okay, so my cute idea, and it does look cute, was to also stamp this circle that says sent with love that has the two hearts in it at the edge of this postal image on the left, kind of overlapping it a little. It looked really cute, but it did not, in my opinion, look really cute when this card was closed the way I did it the first time. You could see part of the circle right there, and it just looked too junky and busy. That's why I left it off. Anyway, that's just like FYI. I was going to stamp that there, but I did stamp it there, and I did not like how it looked. Okay, so that's that. Now for heat embossing, we're going to heat emboss on this real red scrap. Let me clean off this stamp here. The mailbox stamp with my chamois. I need to get the chamois dirty. I hardly use it. Still, of course, I use my chamois that we sell to clean your stamps with normally. Okay, so I took all of the ink off the mailbox stamp. I've got my Versamark ink pad, which is a sticky ink pad. It stays wet long enough to for ink to stick to it. Those other ink pads do not. They dry almost instantly. Pretty much instantly, actually. Okay, so I have gold embossing powder from the Metallics Stampin' Emboss powders. I have gold. One of these says gold. I can't read it. Anyway, and I put it in these old cases we don't sell anymore from Stampin' Up. I put my powders in here because I have all these cases. But you can actually get, with the Embossing Additions Toolkit, a little tray that has a hole right here to funnel the powder back into your jars. So you do exactly what I'm about to do, then funnel it back into the jar and use it for every color you have, instead of having like 10 trays like this, one for each color. Okay, these come with the Embossing Additions Toolkit along with these tweezers. This is the Embossing Buddy, which helps remove static from your paper, which is important. If you don't have this, grab a dryer sheet and remove that static from your paper. Versamark ink is best for heat embossing, or those are really wet also. We don't sell pigment inks except for white, but just don't try to do it with that other ink. Okay, stamp. I forgot I'm going to have to die cut this one out too for the video. Then I do like to have my powder in a tray so I can scoop the cardstock under the powder and apply the powder that way. If you need to check, did you miss a spot? You know, if you did, I don't think I did, but you can add more powder, of course. You can turn it over and gently sort of thump off excess, and then see all that chunk. I don't know if y'all saw that chunk that was right there, but it pretty much fell off. And then you can use the brush, of course, to remove any more. Now, technically, I wouldn't worry too much about excess here because we're going to die cut this out. So if there's gold over here, who cares? But, you know, just for training purposes. I'm going to add a little more at the top there. See, I think that's where I put my thumb because our fingers have oils. And if you're like grabbing your paper way too much before you heat emboss, the powder sticks to that. Okay, then we're going to heat it. Ooh, I'm going to do it on my Glass Mat Studio. Because why not? If you never heat embossed before, no, you can't use a dryer. It does not get hot enough. You need the heat tool. It has two settings. Number 1 is low. That's like for drying ink. Number 2 is where you need to be for heat embossing. And you just get this out of the way so it doesn't get melted like mine is. You sort of wiggle the heat tool so you don't like catch your paper on fire. I just do one section at a time, so I'm not like trying to wiggle it over the whole thing. You'll see the powder turn shiny and pretty. As soon as that section is finished, move on. You can overheat it and it will become dull and basically ruined. And then always check it when you're finished to make sure you didn't miss a spot. Just look, is it shiny everywhere? Do I see any grainy spots like salt and pepper? And if you do, reheat those real quick. You'll see this. And then, because if you don't heat those, this Versamark powder dries and the embossing powder falls off and you have a hole in your image. Okay. Move all this embossing stuff to the side so I can have more space here. I'm just going to die cut this off camera just to save y'all a minute for me moving it, positioning it, etc. And you've seen me die cut this exact image already today. What are we doing on comments? When I had a stamp store back in the day, I did have a therapist who used to tell her patients to do something they loved as stress relief and recommended my store. Yes, Belinda, I love that. What kind of store? You had a stamp store. That's awesome. Very exciting. You can't tell how much I enjoy my lives. Oh my goodness. Yes, the lives are fun. Hey, Shirley, good morning. Yes, Janet, this cloth is the same material as the chamois that we sell, but it's thinner. So here's the chamois we sell. This one's kind of drying out hard on that corner, soft here, just because I need to wet it. So it's thinner and bigger. So it's more like a rag, but it's that chamois material. It dries really quickly, rinses out easy, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully that helps. Yeah, I think I answered what you asked. Thanks for sharing, Shirley. But yeah, when you touch it, you can tell it's the same material also. If the hairdryer got hot like that, yes, Belinda. Exactly. But the reason I always say that is because I was one of those people when I was brand new that was like, I don't need to buy that tool. I'll just use my blow dryer. Oh, also the thing the blow dryer does is blow all the powder off because it blows a lot heavier of a wind. But yeah, I was one of those people that was like, I don't need that. I found out real quick though that it did not work. Okay, I'm over here die cutting real quick. I have like a die cutting station behind me. There's that. Trying to figure out where I put everything and get these dies back. I don't want to lose them. Here it is. Okay, so we'll put this card together. I wanted to put on this card gold Simply Elegant trim, which is like, well, cord. It's like a gold cord. We sell it and it comes with gold and silver. All I have was silver, like no gold. So I did order more gold today. I placed an order this morning. I had to place an order, so I added that. Anyway, so I used a different ribbon, but I thought the gold cord would look really good on this card if you want to copy it. Okay, so I put the white that says I love that we're friends on the inside, the gold marble on the front left. I'm going to attach the, I just ran out of my Stampin' Seal. See all that red right there? The heart designer paper I'm attaching to this gorgeous gold foil rectangle, scalloped rectangle. And then my mailbox, which by the way, this is a way to get away without coloring the mailbox. Heat emboss it on colored or printed paper. Grab more dimensionals. My mailbox I'm going to place on here with Stampin' Dimensionals onto the rectangle. I'll just put about 4 mini dimensionals there, but you can do more. By the way, I do use these edges almost exclusively when I'm designing. I just don't like y'all have to wait for me to cut them on the video. I just cut them into strips. But so I always put this over to my right where I design, and this will be gone and after like designing half a class. Anyway, FYI, definitely don't throw that away. Just quicker to use the full ones on a video. Okay, so mailbox kind of, it's centered on this rectangle, but what's centered is the top portion because that's the wider section. And then this gold piece is going to go right here in the middle. So we can only put adhesive on the back left half of the gold rectangle. I'm going to flip it upside down, top to bottom. That gives me a good visual of that line. Side note, I can't believe the cat went over there and went to sleep after she jumped up here right when the video started and also right before it started. She's in my chair asleep though at this moment. Okay, so I put 6 dimensionals on the back left half. You can put more, of course. This goes right in the center. Hopefully we didn't get any dimensionals where they would stick this card shut. And then all I'm going to add to this is the bow. So this is just like a gold card. I don't think it's showing as gold as it is in real life on the video. So much gold. Okay, so this is the gold satin, gold and vanilla satin edged ribbon. Make another bunny ear bow, super simple, just like before. And let me check you guys out. Corinne, thank you. Somebody, let's see whose name. Yes, Janet, you are welcome. Okay. Okay, so gold satin edged ribbon. Golden vanilla satin edged ribbon, I should say. With the real name. Grab a glue dot, and this card will be done. So I'm just putting this bow like at the bottom corner of the mailbox where it's connected to the post. It's red and gold and white. And that's that card number 2. All right, so last but not least, this is my favorite card. My favorite part of this whole bundle is this die that makes the mailbox. Pause. I had a bunch of dimensionals stuck to my body, or my sweater, I should say. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're using on this card, is that one. This card is also inspired from a artisan card, Stampin' Up Artisan Designer. Okay, so white card base, basic white. We're going to fold this in half with the bone folder. I like to, by the way, leave my paper on the table to do this. Align the 2 corners of the paper on the table, and then barely pinch it on the opposite side to then use the bone folder. You get less wrinkles on the inside with the bone folder. You get even less wrinkles if you use your paper trimmer and score it. Okay, so there's that. And then the next layer, this will be a portrait card as well, is Flirty Flamingo. Thank you, guys. Jennifer, yes. Heat embossing is super easy. You just have to do it one time to learn it. Just don't overheat. Don't burn yourself. That tool gets hot. It's no joke. But yeah, that's, and just remove the static and all that stuff. But yes, you'll love it. Okay, the next layer is that piece of designer paper that's my favorite, which is the white with the small hearts that are like snow falling onto the bottom of the card there. Then I have a basic white rectangle that's been die cut from the same exact die cut as card number 1, I think. Yeah, card 1. Perennial postage dies. The second from the largest rectangle that has like the postage stamp edges. I don't know if there's a real word for what that is, but those edges. But this is basic white. I have a scrap here, and then pre-die cut is a mailbox from the gold plaid designer paper, a flag from the Flirty Flamingo marble designer paper, a set, the bushes in basic white, the wooden post, but it's a different kind of post. It's like almost like a letter Y, the wooden post for the mailbox in basic white, and the envelope die that makes the big envelope that you fold on the score marks in one of the real red plaid dies. Designer papers. Okay, so stamping wise, I realized later there's no greeting on this card, but I think it's fine. I don't think hers had a greeting either that I got inspired from. But anyway, stamping wise, all I need is this heart, this solid heart image from the stamp set. And I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo ink. And I need 5. Yes, 5. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Go to different spots of your ink pad where you see more ink. That's the best place to ink it up, these tiny little images. And then cut all of these apart and die cut them out. The set of dies, again, comes with 2 of each. 2 of this die. So you can cut 2 at a time. I would still cut them apart though. Just trust me, your life will be better, easier. And there's my 5 hearts. Flirty flamingo, super cute. And then on this white piece, we're going to add a flirty flamingo background with the blending brush. This is a regular large blending brush. And I'm going to, you always need to, when you ink this up, the blending brush with any color, you need to dab it off onto scratch paper, or in this case, the glass mat, before you go to your project. And then I'm literally just putting like a floating oval kind of image in the middle here. It will be more ink than you think, so don't go crazy heavy unless you want it crazy heavy. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to wipe this up immediately because I don't want to get it on my fingers or my other projects with the chamois. By the way, obviously you go rinse this out if you get too much ink in there and it starts coming off on your hands or your other projects. The chamois, that is. And I wash my other chamois in the washing machine, so I'm sure that one's fine to do that too. I might put it in a, what do you call it? A laundry bag, just in case. I don't know what would happen to it, but I might do that. Okay, I'm going to refill my adhesive. So I need to, anytime you do that, just clean off both sides of the opening. I have a lot of gunk in that one side. That must be where I pull it to. Every time you refill this, clean all 4 of those out to make the next one and the next one and the next one run smooth. Throw this away. Heat embossing is the thing that hooked me to stamping and paper crafts. It's still magic every time. Janet says, yes. I know that is the story for a lot of people about heat embossing. Okay, so refill super easy. Super easy. Just turn this until it's sticky and then you're good to go. Okay, let's put together the mailbox. So when you die cut this mailbox out, it is a pretty large, I'll measure it, mailbox. It puts 3 score marks, 1, 2, 3. So you'll fold on those. If you need to use your bone folder, to smooth it out, you can. And then this one is an angled score mark, and it closes up that mailbox in the front. You could glue it shut. I would not. I mean, I'm not going to, but you could glue it shut if you wanted to. So, very simple. I'm going to put adhesive on this small flap right here. And I do want to be able to put something inside my mailbox, so that's the only place I'm putting that adhesive. The finished mailbox is 2 3/4 by 1 1/4 tall. 2 3/4 wide, 1 1/4 tall. Okay, then this is the envelope. So again, it has 4 score marks on it. And it's really easy to put, to know what goes where as far as folding it, because they have one edge is cut flat and one is pointy. If you want to put something inside there, you only want to put adhesive on the little edges here of the bottom sort of rectangle. I mean, triangle. I don't want to put anything in this particular one, so I'm just going to not care about that, and I'm going to seal it up. And then when it's closed, it makes a thing that looks just like a real envelope that is a little less than 1 inch by 1 3/4. And of course, that fits perfectly into this mailbox. So cute. So, what else? I think that's pretty much all we need. Yeah, so we're ready to assemble, I believe. Might keep this here. I might use that again. I'm going to put a bow on here and an embellishment. But I think I'm ready to start putting it together. So I'm going to attach the glue boogers. Yes. Sue, good morning. G-Ann, good morning. Yes, I agree. Who said that stinking adorable? Janet, this mailbox is like the reason to purchase this bundle. And I think I told y'all when I showed this product, when I did the product video of the new stuff, that's what happened to me. I watched a video that Stampin' Up did, and they showed, even though you can see it in the catalog, like it hadn't stuck out to me and I hadn't noticed, they showed this die cut mailbox, and I was like, oh, I need to order that right away. Okay, so I attached the designer paper to the Flirty Flamingo and that to my card base. And then again, I'm just going to build everything over here on this rectangle. So I'm going to put adhesive on the, oh, and I was thinking, okay, so I'm putting adhesive on the mailbox stand. The way it's such, like, so much wood grain die cut in there, you could cut that apart and have, you know, wood. Like you could put that with the trusty tools bundle to make some design. You can make a table out of it. Like, I don't know, it's just very useful. And again, it looks like a weird shaped Y. Like if you turn it upside down, it looks more like a Y or part of a K without the bottom part of the K. Anyway, just start describing it for my customers who need that visual description. So I'm going to put the white bushes down here a little bit toward the right. Let me make sure. Yeah. Of the bottom. And then tuck the mailbox stand on the left side of it. That. And see, now you can see the pink, the Flirty Flamingo background even more because we put white on top of it. So it didn't need to be super dark. But again, if you want your super dark, go for it. Then I will just add adhesive on the back of the mailbox portion and attach that here, kind of to the left. And then add adhesive. Actually, I keep doing this wrong. I'm going to add one of these 5 hearts. Flirty Flamingo. Where's my dimensionals? Dimensionals, where are you? I know they're here. Hold on. What the heck? Oh, yes, I put them way far away in the wrong side. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of the heart. Again, just I have to promote these mini Stampin' Dimensionals. They fit almost everything perfectly. And then they fit big stuff too. Okay, the heart goes on the front of the envelope, or maybe it's the back of the envelope where the, you know, the closure is. Now I'm going to put adhesive on the back of the envelope and tuck it inside the mailbox. Kind of coming out at a little angled up there. These other 4 hearts will get Stampin' Dimensionals as well. Goodness. By the way, you can use a brad. There's a hole in the mailbox and a hole in the flag. It die cuts that for you. You can use a brad, which we do sell, and I'll show you on one of my additional samples here, and attach the flag that way so that it's movable. But I'm not doing it that way on this card. Okay, so a dimensional on all 4 of the hearts here, and they're just going to be falling out of the mailbox, cascading down here at different angles down to the bushes, basically. I'm going to use a little bit of adhesive. I've got my silicone craft sheet here to catch the excess on the bottom of the flag and align it with that hole there and just put it kind of at an angle. So we have that. This whole thing goes on the card flat. Again, at an angle like that other card. I think, I forgot if that was the first or second one. I think the first one. Same angle. And then we're just going to add a bow and a festive pearl, and we'll be finished. Where's the ribbon? So for this one, I used the little rectangle die fit inside the envelope. Well, I'll just show you what size it is real quick. It's kind of small to me for that, but yes, it would fit in there for sure. This is the size of the little rectangle compared to the envelope. So yes, for sure it would fit. I have a white one somewhere, like a loose piece cut, because I was just testing it. Like it's a good little rectangle die also. I don't know where it is at the moment. But anyway, that's what size it would be. Or you could put a bunch of those in there with little different notes on each one. So that helps. This ribbon, I'm almost out. I just ordered more this morning. This is an online exclusive while supplies last. We don't know if Stampin' Up! Will restock it or not. They just do what they want with these online exclusives. It's called Real Red and Gold Dotted Ribbon. And it's so cute. So I'm going to do a bunny ear bow, but then I have to do a little twist at the end to make the dots show. I'm going to do same thing. 2 bunny ears. Everything's the same. When you get here, the wrong side is showing because of these gold dots. By the way, it's red with gold dots on it. It's like a grosgrain. It's super cute. So I'm just going to twist this backwards and secure it by pulling the loops. By the way, if you take my scrapbook class, or if you're taking it, we're doing most of this stuff in scrapbook class. FYI, pay attention. It's too late, but go back in time and pay attention. And I have 1 scrapbook class packet left. Okay, so the bow goes on the bottom left corner of the mailbox. Don't you need this this ribbon to go with this designer paper? Don't y'all think? My opinion is yes. And then let's cover up that hole. You just need an embellishment. We're going to use festive pearls because they're amazing. 1 gold one. Remember, it comes with red also. I just did not end up using the red on my cards. But it would look cute with some of these cards. Okay. Gold, festive pearl. I think that's it. All right. That is card number 3 of the mailbox. Inspired to make some Valentine's cards. Yet, exactly. Who said this? The whole point, Nancy, thank you for reminding me. The whole point of me doing these, I've done, I think, 3 Valentine's videos now. It's because now's the time. Like, it's almost too late. It's not too late. But next week, it's almost too late. Not to make them, but if you need any supplies, you got to get on that ordering and get your supplies for your Valentine cards. So perfect. Thank you, Nancy, for prompting me there. It's almost like I told her to do that. Okay, so let me bring back the other 2 cards. Goldie Gold Urson. So you can color the mailbox in or just heat emboss it. Those are the 3 cards. Go back. Juanita, thank you. Ramona, thank you. Who wouldn't love getting one of these cards on Valentine's? Exactly. So much fun to make and send. Sue, thank you. Judy, thanks. Love this set. Yes, Judy, I agree. Okay, there's some names I can't see here. Yes, the ribbon and DSP are a match made in crafty heaven, Janet says. Pat, thank you. I'm like, where? I can't even find what names I couldn't read. I think it's mostly Janet's, but not sure. Corinne, yes, you need it. Deanne, good morning. By the way, also, this is like total side note that popped into my head. In this book, seasonal things like Valentine's, because that's a quick holiday. It comes up in February fast. If they sell out, it might not come back. And that's just from experience, not that I know anything. So there's several Valentine's things in this book. Now that's unless they're going to carry it over, and I don't know that, of course. But so we got the Be Mine, we got what we just used, Sending Love. I guess those are, also there's the Forever Love, which is very lovey-dovey. I mean, it's also got like wedding and stuff, but still. And then the Super Awesome Adoring Hearts stuff. Now that, I don't know, that seems like something that could carry over in my opinion, but who knows? The point is, if it's not going to carry over, I just realized that stupid graphic is, hold on the screen. Too late now. If it's not going to carry over and it runs out, they may not restock. So just, get what you want if it's Valentine or whatever. First and third, Kylie. Yes, I agree. Cindy in Rhode Island. Hello. Will the big mailbox fit on the mailbox? Will the big, do you mean on this one? I think yes, because I don't have one die cut out, but I don't mind die cutting it real quick. And I have a couple other cards I'm going to show y'all. I think what you're asking, Kathy, is if this die mailbox will fit on the stamped one. Maybe that's what you're asking. You know what? I had a white one over here. Yes, I forgot. I had this. Okay, so here's the die. So in my opinion, yes, that will fit on there. It's a little big, but I think this one's big for this stand as well. Obviously, you just cut the, I don't know what you would do, but it would be your choice. But yes, I think cut this off and put it right there. If that's what you're asking, Kathy. Thank you, Jennifer. Okay, thanks, Corinne. Marcia, thank you very much. Second one. Ooh, Julie likes the second one best. Thank you, Julie. Kylie says, I need the set for sure. Definitely. Sarah, thank you. Okay, so I have a couple other samples here. These are from my new catalog kickoff event. These dies back. Okay, and I'm going to show you these scrapbook pages. Okay, so this one is from the new catalog kickoff. So it's kind of similar to this one, but not really. But so I cut the wood post in pecan pie instead, and we have green bushes, garden green, white mailbox, red heart envelope. There's that one. And then this one, we did some coloring. We did the mailbox in Flirty Flamingo with a red flag, gray, smoky slate post, and it's a Z-fold card. So there's that one. And then my scrapbook pages. So this is my scrapbook club, but you can also take it as just a class. I have one packet left. So we make 3 12 by 12 pages each month. 2 that match and 1 that doesn't. So anyway, here's basically the card I just made on a scrapbook page inspired by a Stampin' Up artisan. It says happy. And of course we have some of the designer paper and stuff. And then page 2 says Valentine's Day. This is the, oh darn, I forgot the name of the alphabets. It's in the annual catalog. And then down here is this section inspired this card. However, this is more almost exactly copied from one of our Stampin' Up artisans on the scrapbook page, and this one is more inspiration. And I am going to put some journaling lines on this square. My order is coming today. Sometime. I'm saying that because I think it's still not here yet. But maybe it is. I think I had a doorbell alert earlier. Anyway, there's going to be some journaling lines with a stamp set I ordered that'll be here today. So there you go. And then we made this page last month. They'll make page 2 to that this month. So there we go. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so hopefully those extra, what I just said, samples are inspiration for you guys. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing, liking, commenting, thumbs upping, subscribing, etc. That all helps me very much. Yes, Jennifer, even if you don't scrapbook, the inspiration can be used for other stuff, definitely. Let's see. All right. Well, everyone have a great day. Thank y'all so much. And y'all know what? I don't know about next week. Next week is a maybe. I will update you if I change anything or if I can't go live after all, simply because of this cruise. But we'll see. And then the following week, I definitely will not be live because I will be on a crafting cruise in the Caribbean. But next week, I'm going to do my best. We'll see how everything goes. So have a wonderful day and week and 2 weeks in case. And let me know if y'all have any questions. Y'all can message me. Oh, sorry. I forgot to show you or remind you about the recipe cards. So go to the blog, stamptherapist.com. It should be posting right now. You'll find the recipe cards, measurements, recipe cards, and supply list on the blog for all 3 cards. All right. Now have a great day. Thank you. Bye. Bye.